Hi FPL managers, welcome back for another video. Guys, it's officially game week 35 and we are having the deadline of half 6 p.m. Friday instead of the usual Saturday 11 or 12 o'clock deadline. So if you haven't fixed your FPL team, my best advice to you is to go on now and fix that team before it's too late. Anyway, guys, I would be talking about my points review from game week 34 where I played a free hit. I'll be talking about my current rank, which has jumped up from 4K overall rank. We are now 3,790 overall ranking in the FPL world. So guys, this video I would be talking about those things: points review, rank, team fixtures to target for the rest of the season, players to transfer into our teams. Talk after looking at the officials, we'll target certain players that we can have in our teams. I would be showing you a draft team of my own game week 35 team, as well as I'm activating the assistant manager chip. So I would be deciding on which manager to play this on and comparing their chances of delivering points on the assistant manager chip. So guys, if you've got into this point in the video, give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The FPL updates will be coming on a weekly until the end of the season, and as well as better videos hopefully next season as well. Welcome back guys. So like I mentioned, the rank has jumped up from 4K 52 to 3,790. So I'll say we moved up about 200 places in the world of FPL manager ranking. So guys, super proud of the team. And now to the points review, exactly how we done for the game week. So 84 points on the bounce and the free hit chip, which I played in 34 the blank game week. So guys, everyone returning points, talking about the team except for the likes of Leno and Mbumo, of course Chris Wood, which was the last game of the game week, which happened on Thursday. That was quite a disappointing game because none of these premium assets return points, and that actually is making me think maybe not to prioritize the Mbumo transfer into my team that much, not to take it that seriously. So guys, yeah, from the game week just passed, I'll say my biggest regret or biggest point loss would be the Jose Sa's clean sheet and penalty save points. I saw it coming, but I couldn't take the risk of going double Wolverhampton in defense. So guys, that was quite a loss. But like I mentioned, the rest of the team did deliver points except for Mbumo, Barnes, Chris Wood, and of course Leno, who's a goalkeeper. I couldn't keep clean sheets. Cliverts, yeah, had a very poor performance in the game against Man United, didn't deliver any points. Of course, Robinson didn't even play in the game against Southampton. I think he has lost his place to Sessegnon in the Fulham team. So guys, such a pity because he's been a great FPL asset. Earlier in the season, he kept delivering points per 2 games. So such a miss in the FPL world, I'll say. But yeah, we move on with the players who are doing pretty well right now. So guys, back to my team now for the game week at the moment. Welcome back to this segment of the video, guys. So let's talk about my team for the game week, guys. It's exactly game week 35, so my team is back to default. No chip played, no free hit chip. So in the defense is double Arsenal, Raya, of course Saliba, Munoz and Konate. But I will be looking to change that. I'm not 100% convinced on the double Arsenal defense right now. And of course, moving to the midfield is Salah, Rogers, Saka, Eze. In the attack, Watkins, Mateta, and Mamush. And in that midfield, guys, I'm not 100% sure about Saka remaining in the team because I'm not impressed with his form since he got back from injury. And now with the European fixtures around Arsenal games as well, I think he would have less impact in our teams in the FPL world. So, guys, my main transfer replacement this game week is obviously Bukayo Saka. And yes, I am a bit more confident about keeping Ollie Watkins because there is news about Rashford picking up a hamstring injury. And if you know me, if you follow my video, you know I'm a big fan of Ollie Watkins. So guys, on the bench is Henderson, whom I think should be my goalkeeper for the game week, just to avoid that double Arsenal. So there we go. And like I mentioned, you already know, guys, I would be playing the assistant manager chip this game week. So guys, any team I'm tripled up on would mean I cannot play the assistant manager on their chip on their coach, on their manager. So quite a dicey game week for me, guys. And if I'm gonna make any tweaks and have a balanced team, it means I'm taking a hit. So quite a tricky one, guys. And like I mentioned, so far I want to replace Bukayo Saka in my team. So if I take you to the FPL fan page, you can see FPL team website. You can see I've already made some changes. So Bukayo Saka became a De Bruyne, and Savinho I think became a Langa. And obviously, even though I wouldn't make this move, this is a team I would have liked to go with. And then Eze becomes Clivert. Why? Because this team like this allows me play the assistant manager chip on Crystal Palace manager, and it allows me also play it on Brighton manager if I want to. And if I also want to go Liverpool, I can go Liverpool with this team, but I cannot play it on Pep Guardiola, obviously, because I already got triple Manchester City. But that's not even um really what I want to talk about, because I wouldn't be going for either of these managers, like the Liverpool manager or Man City manager. I'm looking for a manager that could give me table bonus points exactly. So I'm looking for a manager who's placed 5 places below another team. So hopefully to return points. So example of this teams and certain managers that could do this, guys, we can actually look on the FPL table. That's Premier League table if you want, but I don't think I want to do that. But yeah, we could do that, but I don't want to do that because I pretty much have it in the back of my head. So right now, guys, I think Palace against Nottingham Forest in game week 35 is a table bonus game, because Forest are placed way above Crystal Palace, more than 6 7 places. So or five, or above 5 places anyway, which is the average minimum needed for table bonus on the assistant manager chip. So I'll say Crystal Palace manager is one to watch on the assistant manager chip, as well as the Brighton manager playing Newcastle. Brighton playing at home against Newcastle, they stand a chance of a win, obviously, and depending exactly how many goals they score against Newcastle, that is going to be a high return of points on the assistant manager chip. So guys, that's exactly my plan, to probably go with the Brighton manager or the Crystal Palace manager. And if I'm looking to play safe and just get the points return, I might stick with a manager like Man City manager, but which means I'll have to tweak my team to have just 2 Man City players instead of triple Man City. And or I could go with Anna Slot quietly, hoping that Liverpool still register a win in the coming game week. And yep, guys, a lot to think about and ponder over. So I would be moving back to the Fantasy Premier League app. So team being like these guys, like I mentioned, I would probably be replacing Bukayo Saka, because I would also be needing a game week captain. I could easily leave my captaincy on Mo Salah for the game week, and leave vice captain on. I pretty much fancy Mateta as well as a captain this game week, even though it's risky, but I fancy Mateta as a captain this game week. And I also do fancy Watkins. But yeah, there's also this rotation stress with the coach Unai Emery, so I wouldn't go there. So for secured minutes, a short time, of course, Salah knows he's chasing a record as well, and he wants to be the most assists and highest points return player in fantasy season and everything in a Premier League season. There's so many records around this man, so I see no reason why not to go with Mohamed Salah. If I'm keeping Saka and I'm convinced he's going to make an impact in the game, I might captain him, but I'm not looking to keep Saka. I'm quite fed up. Saka is literally now almost the same as Cole Palmer, but Palmer is worse, in my opinion. So I'll leave this team how it is, and my assistant manager would be coming into play just before the deadline. I already mentioned what managers I fancy to be my assistant manager for the game week, guys. So that's pretty much the plan for the team. You already know, guys, so stick for the other parts of the video. So guys, I would be activating my assistant manager chip in this video. So guys, like I mentioned, I'm eyeing the Brighton coach Hosler. Of course, he's been on a run of form as well. A few blanks here and there, but yeah, he does return points when he shoots. So guys, look at that, 21 points against Chelsea. So because there was points to gain there as well, I believe, table bonus to gain there, and he got the table bonus. So decent one, I'll say. And I do feel they have got a chance to do it against Newcastle. They did against West Ham, which is actually a struggling team, but I feel they can as well do it against Newcastle. So I might have the assistant manager chip on him for a start and overtime switch to another manager. So I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm making a mistake, but I don't think I want to hold on any longer with the assistant manager chip. So obviously, I cannot have Ateta on that chip because I've got my no, I don't have a triple Arsenal anymore. If I indeed replace Saka with De Bruyne, so I might just go Ateta, but I'm not confident about Arsenal winning against Bournemouth, guys. Actually, is one reason why we are not going double Arsenal defense. So Eddie Howe winning against Brighton, possible, but obviously no table bonus to gain there. I'm looking for that. And yep, Brentford playing against Man United, nothing to gain there. Man United are ranked under them. Of course, Brentford have been on a run of form, delivering 20 points against Nottingham Forest. That is a lot of points for a manager. So he did the same against Brighton. So I believe he does have table bonus to gain against these certain teams, and that's why he's been returning. And Oliver Glasner, I think he should be the highest manager on this chip. Not so sure because he's been returning against top sides for a while now. 2020, 2010, there we go. So yeah, and I'll just have a quick look at slots. Let's see. Let me just be convinced who the okay. Slots probably the highest ranked manager because he's been winning a lot, having a lot of win games so far. What about Moyes? 94. Moyes is also decent. He got a win against Forest as well. So guys, I think with the record we are seeing so far, Glasner is probably the best choice manager on the chip, but I think I just want to go the other way. But I really don't think I should do this because after all, I would be benching Eze. So if I have Eze on the bench, why not just get rid of Eze and then try to activate the chip on his manager, So, but the form of Bournemouth is also a worry. I'm not so keen on them. Not the best run of games so far. A lot of losses and draws against teams they should win. Of course, they lost to Palace as well. Whew, guys, what a decision to make. So I might just need to tweak my transfer again. I will do the rest maybe outside of this video because I need to prepare for my live stream with on TikTok. So guys, this is what the team is looking like right now. Probably I would do the leave this as that and play on Hosler, but I don't think I've come to actually to I've hit a rock right now, guys. I don't want to make this decision in this video, otherwise the video would be too long. So I might just leave it as it is, but I'm playing it on probably Glass now or Hustler. So when you see the next video, guys, be sure my assistant manager will be on one of these two guys. So I might just be getting rid of Eze, make Eze become someone else, maybe. Even though I don't fancy him, I'll make Eze become a Clivert. But that will mean at the cost of a lot of transfers, like -8. So I don't want to have a -8 in a game week where I don't have to do it. So guys, I might just leave it as it is. And then, yep, if I do get rid of Eze and Elanga goes back to being Savinho, that would mean I can't have De Bruyne. So that would be 4 Man City players. So obviously the Saka transfer has to happen because I do not fancy Saka anymore. And obviously it could easily be in Bumo, and I could play my manager chip on Guardiola, but I don't fancy that. They're actually the first game of the week as well, Manchester City, so I don't fancy that. So guys, I've given you a lot of reasons why I'm not making certain moves and why the team wouldn't look certain way, but trust me, I'm gonna make up my mind by the end of the day before the deadline. But right now, I'm gonna leave the team how you've seen it. So I would have in defense pretty much the same team that I started the game week with. Saliba, Digne, Munoz, Konate, and Nico Williams. But the midfield is where the changes would happen. So probably Saka becomes De Bruyne, and then of course Eze would have to become someone else. So I will be able to play the assistant manager chip on his manager. And then if I'm gonna have De Bruyne in the team for Saka, I would be having to get rid of Savinho. So what I would do is probably make Saka become Mbumo. Saka becomes Mbumo and make Eze become Elanga or something. But then Palace are playing Forest, so I don't really fancy doing such. But if I want to play the assistant manager chip and if I really prioritize this chip, I should do exactly this thing I just said. So make Eze become a Langa and play the chip on Oliver Glasner. But guys, I think I'll be really shattered if Crystal Palace do not win against Nottingham Forest. I would be very disappointed because I'm quite confident all this while talking about how I want to play the assistant manager chip a little bit differently from how others have done. So yep guys, that will be it for now on this game week video. I hope I've been able to help you with a lot of ideas on players to target in your team for the rest of the season. Of course, maybe I didn't finalize my team decision in this video because it's a lot of thought process and I don't want to keep the video going for longer. So guys, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll keep it coming till the end of the season and hopefully we get to make better videos next season as well. So see you all next time. Thanks for watching.